ladies and gentlemen. I am Marcus Short, and I am accompanied with Angela Short, life coach, psychotherapist, and social worker with more than 20 years of experience. Now you are opening up your own private practice. Is that correct?
Yes, I am.
Now, what spurred you to make this leap of faith?
Well, I've always had the desire
Uh-huh.
to have my own private practice.
Right.
About a couple of months ago, I went to San Diego, California with a very close friend of mine named Valerie Ross.
Okay.
And we had a chance to be in the company of Lisa Nichols, the
Motivation speaker. Wow.
Phenomenal woman.
Uh-huh.
And after hearing her story, she motivated me to jumpstart my life and do my own thing, which is to be a life coach. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going for it.
Wow. Now, okay. So are you glad and is this a perfect timing? Do you feel like this is a perfect timing for you to take matters in your own hand and be your own boss and open your own private practice?
Absolutely.
Wow.
I think everything happens for a reason
Right.
and at the right time.
Yes.
I've been able to work in various jobs in social service and social work as a counselor, substance abuse counselor, family therapist, school-based therapist, and I'm going to put all that experience together and now be able to have people to come to my office and be able to teach them some life coaching skills in combination with all the things I bring to the table and be a support system for them.
Absolutely. So in retrospect, you're saying that all the years of experience that you've done throughout social work has led you up to this point and given you the experience that you need to have a successful private practice.
I am totally saying that because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be the person I am today.
Right.
Every experience, every client, every person I have met have brought me to this moment to be able to bring those skills to the table.
Wow. Now, with social work and psychology, what would you say your favorite aspect of the art and the profession is?
Good question. My favorite act is to listen. To be able to listen to what people are saying,
Right.
what is going on in their life, and get them motivated to solve their own issues,
Right.
to create their own goals, to be their own destiny. My company is called Navigate Your Life.
Wow.
And
I love
this
that,
would-
man.
yeah, I love it. This
Yeah.
would give them a chance to look at what's going on, where they're stuck, and create their own goals and be able to navigate their life so they can have destiny and control on what's happening from this point on.
And you say that you're an active listener,
Yes, I
so
am.
that makes it very easy to analyze somebody and figure out what route is right for them to navigate their life.
I listen to them
Right.
and I allow them to navigate their life
Right.
and them to determine what is best for them. I'm just a listener
Absolutely.
and giving them the tools they need to move forward.
Absolutely. Now that's so awesome that you're a good listener, because most days a lot of people these days they just want to talk, and even when they're having a conversation with people, they're thinking about the next thing that they can say. Now, when did you figure out that you had this innate ability to tap into people's words and listen? Were you young? Was this something that because you have siblings, correct?
I do.
So did you find out that you had a affinity for listening at a young age with your siblings, or what was it?
I can't say that really was the case. I just think that God give us certain gifts in lives,
Right.
and as we get older, we begin to kind of shape and mold those gifts. I went to school, undergrad, as communication major,
Uh-huh.
and as a communicator, you learn to speak a lot.
Right.
But I felt more comfortable listening to people, really listening to what they were saying before I was trying to give them any solutions. And that to me brought me major satisfaction to
Right.
listen, to repeat what they say so they know you're listening to what they're saying,
Right.
and have them to navigate how they're going to resolve their issues.
Right.
It's a process that happens over a period of years in life.
Absolutely. And I know you love it deeply because you got your master's
Yes.
in social work and psychology
Yes.
at Eastern Nazarene
Eastern
in Boston
Nazarene.
College. In Boston,
Mhm.
which is a great department for psychology. Wow, that's incredible.
That's awesome.
So soon as right after you got your master's and you went out into the field with your master's,
Mhm.
what would you say the most challenging thing, or something that took you a little bit of time to work on and develop an expertise in?
Okay. Well, I think that prior to getting my master's, I was in communication, but I was actually working in social work for years,
Right.
years and years.
Excuse me if I get the terms mixed up. Social
Oh,
work.
that's okay. It's all relative.
Right.
And I realized that if I really wanted do good in this field, I need to go back and put the education and the knowledge together to really be able to do it. So I did go back I went to Rutgers for a little bit. I went to college in New Jersey because we relocated pretty often. And then the last college was Eastern Nazarene, where I actually completed my master's degree in family counseling. I did my internship at Harvard University, which was very life-changing to be able to be on that campus and work with some profound professors and be able to really perfect my craft, I felt. So with all the foundation, the experience, I felt that was a combination of what I needed to move forward. I think I really focused on substance abuse for a while. And the reason why is that a lot of times when I'm working with families, substance abuse sometimes is the root of the problem. So I felt it was very important for me to get a really solid foundation of diseases, mental health, substance abuse is a disease, and to put that all together. And when I'm working with the family, it's not just one problem.
It's not just, no, excuse me to interrupt, but what I've learned about substance abuse is it doesn't only, the bad thing about it is it affects everybody, the whole family, sometimes more than the actual person that has experienced substance abuse. So you had to spend time with the family of the people that you had to work with. And is it hard sometimes, like hearing their stories of, what that person who was experienced the substance abuse firsthand has put them through?
Well, it's a disease, and that's what I had to learn. I don't think anyone wakes up and say, "Oh, I want to be an addict." And I think that once you are educated and you understand it is a disease that nobody signs up for, you can be more empathetic. So I feel the need that when I'm listening to a story, it's an individual story, and I start over with each person. Is it their story? If you're so unemotional and unattached, then it may be time to move out of that field. My heart goes out to every family that deals with any sort of a substance abuse or any mental illnesses. And my desire is to listen, help them to understand that they can get over this hump and provide some resources and some skills so they can create goals and navigate themselves out of this here slump and become a more happy and productive person. And you're right, it does affect the entire family. Because you're not the only one that's hurting. They see you and they're losing their loved one. And you feel like you are experiencing a death. So it is really a desire for the whole family to come together and become educated and support each other.
Now we are approaching the holiday season. We are actually in the heart of the holiday season. Now I read somewhere that around the holidays, people are very susceptible to depression. Along with other times throughout the year, of course, all seasons, but especially the holidays, from what I've learned and read at a few places actually. What would you give, what type of advice would you give a person who is going through depression? How would you help them navigate themselves out of that state?
Well, first, I will listen to their situation because every situation is different. And then I'll understand that just because the holiday for me may be a very happy occasion is not the same for other people. A lot of times around a holiday, you think about the people who are not here. Your mother, your father, your siblings, your husband, your spouse. And it's very depressing. And so we have to come together as people in general and be there for other people who don't have loved ones. That's why you have the Toys for Tots, you have the different shelters, you have places that give food. That's a good time for all of us. Even when you're depressed, to go back and give back. Because when you see someone else going through what you're going through, you feel like, I'm not the only one. So my advice to a person who's going through depression is to get in there and volunteer and be a support system for somebody else. Helping other people. Giving so you can receive, Now, with Navigate Your Life, from my understanding, is you guys start out with a free consultation. And then you guys go into sessions, and you it's an official business now. It is.
Navigate Your Life.
Navigate Your Life. To go back to my childhood and do what it is that I want to do, because life is short and tomorrow is not promised. So while God gave me breath to live, I am going to do what I feel He wants me to do and what I love to do. It's my passion. Navigate your life.
Yes, ma'am. And the beautiful thing about Navigate Your Life is, and the beautiful thing about you and your passion is that it is so helpful to others.
Yes, it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the first segment. I'm your host, Marcus Short, and I'm along with Angela Short, life coach, mentor, psychologist, social worker. You guys have a great one. And happy holidays.
Thank you.